What's up? How we doing, Crunch? How's it going? Have you guys seen that Bowflex commercial? You know, the one where the guy goes on, he's like, you know, I gave all my fat clothes to my fat friends. What does his friend think when he finally sees this commercial? I mean, here he is, he just got all this new clothes, you know, maybe he's got a boost of confidence. And like, that commercial messes me up now, because like, I get nervous now when my friends give me gifts. Because I feel like they're all just looking in the mirror like, I gave all my Star Wars DVDs to my pathetic friends. And like, friends say the dumbest stuff to you. Like, did any of you guys have friends in here? Am I the only friendly one here? Oh, cool. Okay, let's have some friendliness going on. But like my friend goes to me the other day, he goes, you know me, man, I'm just a fiscal conservative. You're just cheap. I'm not talking about raising the tax rate for some socialist government. I'm talking about paying for the meal we order. And like my friends will do things like they want to go into business with me, like that's their big thing because I'm Jewish. They go to me, they're like, Jason, you get the idea, the money, the enthusiasm. You leave the rest to me. There's really nothing left at that point. I've really given you my all. And then like, the best idea I've ever had in my life for a business is for this Christian-themed Asian restaurant that I'm gonna call Jesus Walks. And then I'm gonna train like my own chefs at my place. I'm gonna call it Le Cordon Jew. And then once a month for my family, we're gonna have a calamari festival. I'm gonna call it Yids for Squids. Like these are the best. Like, I'm not the best worker, okay? Like I have a pretty important job. Like I sell shoes, okay? To people that already have shoes. It's difficult stuff, and like, you're not just selling shoes. You're like half psychiatrists out there. Like this lady comes to me the other day. She goes, "Oh my God, my daughter is dating this guy that is not good enough for her." What running shoes do you recommend for that? Or people will say like the dumbest things to you, like, this guy, like, we validate parking because, you know, it's LA and you can't park anywhere. And I go, "Sir, do you need your parking validated?" He goes, "I just got a DUI last night." So do you not need your parking validated? I don't know, like, I don't get into serious trouble. I don't know how that goes. And like, people do, like, they think they're so much righteous, you know, and holier than thou, like, you know, "Oh, do you need a bag today? Oh, it's okay, save the tree." The tree's already dead. We killed the goddamn tree. Do you want the bag or not? Like, you don't need to give me a friggin' Greenpeace speech here. Like, I don't like, you don't go to like the deli and you're like, "Oh, do you want a hamburger today?" "No, save the cow." Like, they're not killing cows on a, you know, a need-to-know basis. Everything's already done. Like, we've made the plans. And then they try to make it like a competition, like they think they're better than you, which obviously they're not. Look at me. And like this lady, she goes, you know, like, "Sir, sir, sir," which is always a great way to get my attention. And she goes, "Sir, has this shoe ever been tried on before?" Like, maybe in the factory. You're like, "I don't know, the kid that made it." Like, I'm not. And she goes, "I think this shoe's been tried on. I'm not gonna buy a shoe that someone's tried on." Like, that's a gross offense. And then what she does at this next point is she sniffs the shoe. And not just like a little, like, inspecting the, you know, the zone sniff. Like, she's trying to get one piece of cocaine out of 8 layers of industrial strength carpeting kind of sniff. Like, really going to town. And then she goes, "This shoe has been tried on, sir. I think I won this one." Is that what you had to go through for the win? Like, what do her friends feel when they see this lady? They're the ones giving her the Star Wars DVDs. I don't know if you guys can tell this by looking at me, but I'm a huge sports fan. Basketball is actually my sport, in case that wasn't apparent by the sneakers. No one looks at the sneakers. But I'm not a big baseball fan. I kind of find it boring, okay? Like, when you can eat food and still do it, it's not a sport. And that includes eating. And like, there's a shirt that says "Basketball Never Stops," because that's like my sport. I wear that. But I want to make one that says "Baseball Never Stops." And then have an asterisk on it, and on the back it's going to say, "Seriously, this game never fucking stops. It's still going on somewhere, somehow, someone's scratching their crotch, chewing tobacco, trying to hit this goddamn ball out of a park sometimes." But my favorite basketball player growing up was a man by the name of Rasheed Wallace. Has anybody heard of this man? American hero, okay? Interesting known fact, though, this guy had his first kid at the age of 13. Definitely had different bar mitzvah parties than I was, like... Definitely looked up to this guy. Crazy fact about basketball too, the guy that invented basketball, James Naismith, actually coached. He had a losing record. Shows you how difficult a game this is that we're dealing with. He invented the game. For crying out loud. You can Google it, guys. This is all public information. Oh God, you guys have been through a lot tonight, a lot of abuse here. I'm gonna leave you on a party note here. I'm actually, so I mentioned I'm Jewish, but being Jewish is tough. It's like we're the chosen people of God, which is like a lot of fucking pressure to put on somebody. And but us being the chosen people of God is a lot like my fantasy football team. Just because we're chosen doesn't mean that He cares, and He might not check back on us for what seems like an eternity. My name is Visenberg. Thank you guys so much for joining us.